Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to Pokemon Sleep. After a good night's rest and just a good day of just taking care of myself, I'm feeling much better. So thanks for those that just reached out and sent their well wishes. Let's head in and check out last night's sleep research before we get started into the Valentine's Day event. I think it was a good and restful night of sleep. Didn't stay in bed quite that... Oh no! Oh! Alright, I woke up before the alarm. Haven't had that happen in a while. But looks like a little bit more slumbering than usual. Alright. Did not get slumbering throughout the rest of last week. So finally seeing some of those slumbering type Pokemon that have been eluding me here on Taupe Hollow. Wrapping the week up with 120 million Drowsy power. The full 8 spawns with everything represented. A few more 1-stars, which could be a couple more uncommon spawns. So let's see who's here. Why not a Top Belly? Quagsire, Larvitar, Graveler, Marowak, Wooper, Quagsire, and Marowak. Alright. Quite a lot of the Wooper family coming in a little early before their introduction event. But, you know, the family's got to come visit right before the event kicks off. I mean, they need the night to settle in. No new sleep styles out of that group. Is anyone hungry? Okay. Well, let's see. I've already caught a Quagsire as well as a Graveler, so there aren't any increased evolutions. So Larvitar is still on my list to get Ginger Soybean. So I'm definitely going to see if I can pick that up. And another Dream Cluster. Good. After getting all those levels in, more Dream Clusters are worthwhile. You are hungry though, so I want to at least get one in there just in case it's a critical capture. Not this time. That's okay. That is where I will wrap things for snack time for today. Kind of a unsurprising end of the week, which is interesting. I'm going to share out the Larvitar candy. Always helpful with the ones that are like your Dratinis and Larvitars, where it's a lot more of an EXP investment in order to get them leveled up. Help the rest of my community out. We got 15,000 Dream Shards. Not bad. What do we have here? Lax nature. Alright, we're in business. Let's see what the rest of our stats are. We're looking for ingredient finding, helping bonus, inventory up. Inventory up. Dream Shard bonus, not needed as much. Helping speed, helping bonus, and inventory up. Lax's energy recovery up, main skill chance down. Okay. let's flip over to our good friend calculator here. Oop. Thanks, ads. Not sponsored video. Yeah, so that is the loadout that I want, just to be able to get some more soybeans. Since this Larvitar is since Tyranitar is particularly good, and as we've seen from my Pupitar, this can certainly be very good at being able to pull in just the ingredients that I want. So I'm gonna just cater this to ingredient count B, which is what I care more about. So we're gonna see it kind of, oh my goodness, stop with the pop-ups. This is just showing what it's going to pull in just for that second slot. Now, obviously, in this, I think is a little skewed since it doesn't actually get those soybeans until 25. And at 30, that's what I should say. No, 30 is when it unlocks. 25 is when it gets the inventory up. So 30 is really where it kind of kicks in. But then from there, it looks like it's doing a pretty bang-up job. Just for being able to pull that in. So going to the limit, this Dream Shard, yeah. So it's in that first left position there. So it doesn't have access to helping bonus and inventory up. So as is, without any additional investment of getting it to Tyranitar, looks like it's pulling in somewhere around 50 soybeans a day at 60. And then once it's fully evolved, 75. So that's pretty good. Actually pretty happy with that. And if we just flip things over, that's just for overall. I'm gonna let that run because that's gonna, I think, give. All right, so that tracks. It's gonna be particularly good at getting those other two ingredients, but because it doesn't have ingredient finder in either of its sub skills or nature, it's not as great. All right, I'm gonna just let that run in the background. We can flip back over to getting through the rest of your sleep research, but it's at least, I don't think this is one that I can just immediately dismiss. I think this is at least worthwhile taking a look in too, because those are big investments, especially like Larvitar and Dratini. You really want to make sure you're getting that right. So the Valentine's event is now in progress. So as a reminder, you're gonna get desserts and drinks as your dishes, and the final strength of those dishes is multiplied by 1.5. We got the 2 dishes already. I've already got a little bit of a head start on that, which was nice. And then the Pokemon that collect fancy apples, cacao, and rousing coffee are more likely to appear. So this is really good opportunity for me to pick up Coco this week. All right, cool. Good, almost got enough sleep points for the Master Biscuit for this month. Just gonna clear off the little notifications. Oh, and the limited time bundles are also in the shop, as well as the Good Sleep Day bundle, because we got that coming up. It's a very eventful week. Ended the week at Master 12 with a final strength of 1,409,087. Not bad. I'll get a post up in the community. I did end up making the eclair for lunch yesterday. So I'll get that for folks to share. Got the area bonus increased by 5%, so it's 71. So at the end of this week, we should be at the cap. And hopefully I don't have to come back for a little bit more. Thank you, Snorlax, for a great week of Snoozy Studies. But thankfully, I'm hoping that I don't have to come back after this week. Can try going elsewheres. Not as great as last week, but I did mostly focus on leveling dishes that and have a lot of XP in, so that's not a surprise. I'm working on something that has 4 ingredients rather than 3. So I'm going to stay right on Taupe Hollow. And some Valentine's Day data. And there's our event request for desserts and drinks. All right. So let's start off. Let's look at our event missions. So for this week, our master reward for the event is Whooper Candy. We get a Paldean Whooper Incense at Basic 2. Can't use it until later this afternoon, but I think that would be a good start for just getting that in the beginning of the week where it's a little bit of a slower pace and there isn't as many spawns. I do have to give out some biscuits this week, so I'll make sure, because 8,000 Dream Shards is a good chunk. Use 100 candies, use 7 incense, stick to your bedtime, and cook. Alright, so all fairly boilerplate weekly missions. Our Master 3 reward for this week is Graveler Incense, which is good, because I am still looking for a Geodude for soybeans. So we'll see how that turns out. We got favored berries and 271 candy. So I'm gonna be spending some more Dream Shards this week. So. So what I ended up doing yesterday after breakfast was putting the Wartortle that I've got that's got milk in the first slot. Ooh, no skill triggers? Yeesh. Alright. Just to help get some more dedicated milk into the mix. Blastoise, now that it is at 60, is a Cocoa Machine. So milk is a little bit more of a difficulty. And we'll get Recovery Incense ready for tomorrow. And now that I've got everyone's triggers done, let's build the team. So, first and foremost, there's your spoilers for the amounts of each for the Clodsire Eclair. It's now my 3rd most powerful dessert at rank 14. I'll be hoping to get that together for Sunday. But for this week, I'd like to focus on making the Mold Breaker Corn Tiramisu. It should be a little bit easier for me to make, considering it's a little bit less milk. So, coffee, corn, milk. Very simple set of ingredients. So we've already got coffee and milk on the team. So we just need to put in Beware to start working out for that corn. I'm just keeping a backlog of that. For now, since I've been using a lot of milk with the desserts from last week, I think I'm just going to keep Wartortle on the team. It's also a good opportunity to rank them up. Because as of right now, I've got some milk, but not as much as I would like to. It's really becoming kind of the hindrance. So hopefully this week I can find Fuecoco and square away apple production, and then move on to Cyan Beach and try to find a triple milk Squirtle that I can get ranked up. And because this is also an event, and I've got a couple extra, I am going to focus on... I'm going to make this week a special one. Let them all work a little bit harder, have a little bit more room to work with. Because I will have a lot of excess ingredients coming from Vikavolt and Beware. Oh yes, and I have lots of honey. Want to at least keep 30 of it just for Sunday. But at least for now, that should get us started off on the right foot. Alright, no extra tasty to start the week off, but it is stronger as a result of the Valentines cook. So hopefully I can get this dish somewhere in like the 40s or 50s by the end of the week. Maybe that's a little ambitious, but we'll see. And just have another dessert dish that's just super powerful. And that'll get us straight to Grade 1, since we've got pretty much the full-on amount of area bonus. Should be quite easy. Which is also another good reason to just get the Wooper Incense used early, because I have no idea where it's fallen on its spawn pool. But I'll get the Wooper Incense on there once it becomes available. Alright, it also looks like my Larvitar calculation has completed. So just for data's sake, it's middle of the pack, like 49 PR, but mostly getting better once helping bonus and the inventory up kind of hit, so it helps, but I'm thinking I'm at least going to hold on to it for now, and if something else comes up along the way, because I will be at Top Hollow again this week, that keep an eye out for it. At least the one less thing that I have to look for is an oil collector, so I'm glad that that's finally squared away. No news, no medals, but I am now back to being 100% complete on my dishes. Generously filled bitter eclair with cheery Clodsire design. But, yeah, that did work out well. I'm glad I was at least able to make it. That's at least done, and I know what I need to at least gather for ingredients, so it's now on the board, and I'm not having to do the mental math, figuring out what's where. 42 reports from the community. Thank you so much for your continued sleep research. Be happy to start seeing tomorrow. We'll be checking in to see Chaldean Whoopers. It still will be Whooper candy, so that'll still be fine. Ooh! Kintaro, thank you. And Tube CT. Handy candies will be very beneficial. But since I already have some really good regular Whoopers, I've got a lot of candy built up. So if I do find a particularly good Paldean Whooper, we can just get that as quickly as possible to Clodsire. And with that, that's what I have for this morning. Thanks so much for stopping by. I hope your week rounded out well, and I hope your Valentine's Day week is also just full of fun surprises. But until next time, sleep well.